Hey kids, it's Shred Steve here, totally pro demo artist YouTube page. Today we're going to be reviewing and test driving the Ibanez 1520. It's an S model 1520 FBNT. That stands for Funky Banana Nighttime. That basically means that you're going to be playing funk music in bars at night with this baby. Let's take a look from top to bottom, and we'll give you a little test drive. On the top, we've got the 6 inline pointed headstock. The point is so that you can shove people off the stage if they invade your privacy while you're playing. That's really important when you're playing in bars and you've played your 14th cover of Play That Funky Music, White Boy, of the night, and you're just tired of it, and you just want to, like, take out your aggressions on some pinheads there. Okay, right over here is a string retainer bar. Most people don't really know what that's for. That's to keep the strings in line. They get a bit unruly, and it's just to keep them steady and straight. And for double bondage, we have this locking nut that keeps the those strings locked down so that they don't fly off randomly in all directions and poke you in the eye. You don't want that to happen. The tuners are die cast. They're kind of a dark metal, and it's hard to see here, but the wood that this top piece is, it's brown. It's kind of a dark brown color with wood grain. Also brown is the actual fretboard wood. That's made out of rosewood, I'm told, and it has a lot to do with roses themselves, but I'm not going to talk about that. AC/DC did a song called Whole Lotta Rosie. You can look that up yourself and hear the sad truth about it. And you'll notice here at the 12th fret, there's a strange, let me see if I can get a close-up on it. There's a strange kind of wavy, anyway, that, I'm not really sure what that is. It looks like a bow tie. Maybe it's for playing cotillions or weddings. Okay, so now we've got more brown wood. And what do we have here? Yet more brown wood. My understanding is this wood for the body actually comes from Tanzania. It's babinga wood. They say it comes from Africa, but I'm pretty sure it comes from Tanzania because some of the Star Wars films were filmed in Tanzania, and a lot of the fixtures in the Owen and Baru Lars home were made out of this wood. So that's what I think about that. You'll see there's these two blocky, rectangular, metal encased things. As Heinz Gets Velvet has told many before, these are transducers. Pickups is kind of like the term you would use if you're sort of a dummy. Transducer would be the correct term. And if you look, you'll see on the top there's QM1, and on the bottom it's QM2. That stands for quagmire, and that's sort of like the sonic result of what you're going to get with this instrument. And you've got two knobs here. One is for volume, and the other is for more volume. So the first goes from 0 to 10, the second goes from 10 to 20. If you have both on 10, you're going to have you're going to be beating a lot of heads in. Okay, and here is a 5-position switch, and it didn't come with any instructions describing what those actually meant. My understanding is it's the top one, then half of the top one, and then half of the top and the bottom, and then both of them, all four, what those unusual things are. Nobody really knows. And at the bottom, we've got this massive piece of metal. I'm scared to touch it, frankly. It looks like if you mess with it, you're liable to end up with a heck of a lot of problems. Okay, this is the most important part here. You see this sort of oval. Some call that an output jack, but I call it an input jack. Nobody, to my knowledge, has ever tried putting another guitar with a fuzz box into that and hearing if any sounds come out of the pickups. Give that a try sometime. Okay, we're going to flip this around so you can actually see the back side of it, and you'll see, again, there's just a preponderance of brown wood in this instrument. The neck is maple, but that strip is, I think, more babinga, and it's really kind of, it's strange. It's like the whole guitar industry must just survive on selling instruments with brown wood in them. Brown is sort of an inoffensive color that politically doesn't shock or scare anyone. And here's another thing you should take a look at. Look how thin this thing is. I mean, I think that perhaps we ended up with a problem in the production factory because this thing is so thin you could practically snap it in half. I'm pretty confident about the actual metal materials that comprise this guitar, but the actual wood part of it, I just get the idea that this body, it's like one of those thin smartphones. You put it in your front left pants pocket, it'll just bend in half, and if you play this 5 sets a night at your local bar, you're going to end up with serious problems. So just be careful with it. Oh, and I said I was going to test this thing out, so here you go. I have to put the phone down in order to play some funk chords, because that's all that's allowed on this particular guitar, because it's the FBNT, and here we go. I'll try it. Okay, so that was pretty popular in its day, and I can't say what it is, or who composed it, or why it was composed. My understanding is several individuals scour the internet looking just for that little section, and lawsuits have been known to happen. So, anyway, that's it. It's the Ibanez Prestige S1520FB. Funky Banana Nighttime. Check one out at your local music store if you can find it. I don't know if I found it either. It just sort of showed up at my house one day, and that's where I got it.